That's okay, Your Honor. You see, all I need is a plan. I've been reading Tom Sawyer, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain, and Tom Sawyer always had a plan.
I see. Well, if you can help George Bailey with your plan, Clarence, you may just earn your wings.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you for your confidence in me, Your Honor.
Now, when George Bailey was a boy, his brother fell through the ice.
And George jumped in to save him.
Yes, but as a result, George had a bad ear.
Right, icy water, infection, I get it.
Yes, well, a few months later, young George was working at the Gowers drugstore. But on this day, Mr. Gowers' young son, and only son, died of influenza. Devastated, Mr. Gower was trying to drown his sorrow in a bottle of whiskey.
George, you deliver that prescription yet?
No, Mr. Gower.
What? Why didn't you deliver that prescription already? That little blamed girl's sick. You forgot, didn't you?
No, Mr. Gower. Here it is.
Why do you want to...
Ow, Mr. Gower, my ear. My ear. It's poison.
Poison?
Please don't hurt my sore ear again. Please.
Oh, George, forgive me, boy.
That's why I did deliver it. I won't tell anyone, Mr. Gower. I promise. I won't tell a soul. Hope to die.
Hey, George, can I borrow your tuxedo cufflinks for tonight's dance?
Sure. Help yourself, Harry.
Well, where are they? Here in this suitcase? Say, where'd you get that beat-up old suitcase anyway, George?
At the Emporium, Harry. Mr. Gower bought it for me.
A going-away present?
Yep, far away. You see, one of these days that bag will be plastered with travel stickers from, Rome, Baghdad, Samarkand.
Sounds like you're going to have a pretty full summer, George.
Oh, I'm going to have a pretty full life.
Say, why don't you come with me to tonight's dance?
No, I'd be bored to death.
Oh, but what a wonderful death. Well, I gotta run.
Was I like that when I graduated from high school, Pop?
Yeah, pretty much.
George's father died that night, Clarence. And that fall, when George was ready to go to college, the directors of the Building and Loan Association had a meeting.
We need to shut them down.
We have to stay open.
We have to shut them down. They're gonna take this town down. It's just a small...
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Potter.
Now that Peter Bailey is dead, I'd like to make a motion that we dissolve the building and loan and transfer the assets and liabilities to a receiver.
George Bailey, it's not like you.
Well, what do you want me to do, Mother?
Give me one good reason why you shouldn't go see Mary.
Well, how about Sam Wainwright for one? Sam's crazy about Mary.
Oh, well, she's not crazy about him. Mary has her eye on you, George. Besides, Sam Wainwright is in New York.
Okay, Mother. Trying to get rid of me, eh? Well, I think I'll go find me a girl and do some passionate necking.
Oh, George!
Good night, Mrs. Bailey. By the way, do you need any books from the library?
Library? George, you go see Mary right now. You hear?
Mary, who's that down there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
George Bailey? What does he want?
I don't know. George, what do you want?
Me? Nothing. Not a thing.
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
He is? You tell him to go right back home this minute.
So, where am I taking you to on this deluxe honeymoon?
We're shooting the works, Ernie. It'll be the highest hotels, the richest caviar, the hottest music, and the prettiest wife.
So, you're finally getting out of Bedford Falls. Then what?
Well, gee, I don't know. Then what, dear?
Let's see. How about the moon?
Hey, George, something's going on at the bank. A run, it looks like.
What? Pull over, Ernie.
Oh, no, George, let's not stop. Ernie, just go straight to the train station. It'll be okay.
Well, hold on a second, honey. I gotta see what this is. I'll be back in a second.
No, George, please. Let's not stop, please.
Break the door.
Our Father, who art in heaven, oh God, I've never been a praying man, but if you're listening, show me the way. I'm lost, God, lost. Please.
Mr. Bailey, you okay? You don't look all right. Hey, Mr. Martini! Mr. Bailey doesn't look so good.
You're right, Nick. Mr. Bailey, you drinking too much.
Bailey? Which Bailey?
This, Mr. Bailey, Mr. George Bailey.
George Bailey? Why you? Listen, Bailey, if you ever talk to my wife that way again, you'll get even worse. I'm Mr. Welch, and ain't it enough that she slaves away teaching your stupid kids how to read and write? Then you gotta bawl her out on the phone?
Hey, beat it to Mr. Welch. You bunch of my best friend. Out of here. Go. Nick, throw him out.
Beat it, Mr. Welch. Get out of here.
Oh, I'm going.
Oh no, hold on, mister. Here I come. Hold on. Hold on.
You two sure are lucky my tow booth was open tonight. Otherwise, you'd have froze to death. Jumping in the river like that. You warming up yet?
Well, I'm okay, and you, Mr.
Clarence, I'm fine. Although, my underwear is a bit out of fashion. I passed away in them.
You passed what?
Oh, and looks like Tom Sawyer's drying out just fine.
The name's George.
Oh, no, George. Tom Sawyer, my book.
Oh.
But you do have a Tom Sawyer quality about you, George. I think it's the ideas. Wanderlust, you know?
So how'd you fall in the river?
Fall in? I didn't fall in. I jumped in. Jumped in to help you, George.
Jumped in to help me?
Well, it worked, didn't it? You didn't go through with your plan.
What plan?
You know, suicide.
Hey, you can't commit suicide around here. It's a crime, I think.
Well, at least it is where I come from.
Where do you come from?
Heaven.
Huh.
Right.
George, your lip, it's bleeding.
Oh, that, I got punched in answer to a prayer.
Oh, no, George. I'm the answer to your prayer. Send down from heaven to help you.
Okay.
Clarence, AS2.
AS2?
That's right. Angel second class.
Angel? Right. Well, I'm going to go see if any other angels just saved somebody.
Clarence, now, well, why save me?
Because, George, killing yourself is just wrong, especially for $8,000. Yeah, that's right. I know all about you, George Bailey. Remember, guardian angel?
Uh-huh. And you're just the kind of angel I'd get. Angel, huh? Well, where are your wings, then?
Oh, I haven't gotten my wings yet. But you can help me by letting me help you.
Help me? Well, you couldn't help me with $8,000, could you?
Oh, well. We don't use money in heaven, George.
Oh, well, it sure comes in handy down here, bub. I just found out a little late. But, since you know so much, did you know I'm worth more dead than alive?
Ah, don't talk that way, George. I'll never get my wings if you keep that up. Well, you just don't know what you've done for people. Why, if it wasn't for you...
If it wasn't for me, they'd all be better off. My wife, kids, my friends. I wish I'd never been born.
Oh, that's a good one, George.
Good what?
The plan you just gave me reminds me of Tom Sawyer. Now, let's see.
Hey, what the?
All right, you got your wish. You were never born.
Never born?
That's right. No worries, no missing $8,000. You, sir, don't exist.
Hey, wait, my ear. Say something in my bad ear.
You hear me all right? You don't have a bad ear. It's because you're not the same George Bailey you used to be. The world's a different place without you.
That's nuts. But I can hear.
And your lips stop bleeding.
Oh, hey, it did. What's going on? I need a drink. Yeah, that's what. Well, what about you, Angel? You want to join me for a drink?
Well, I'm kind of on duty, George.
Join me. When our clothes are dry, we can...
Our clothes are dry. See? They're never wet.
Okay, well, let's get dressed then, and we'll soar over to Martini's sorry, no wings. Well, after a few drinks, we'll both be flying.
Right. I'm sorry, George.
You again, my own mother didn't recognize me. And what is this place? Where's the housing development? Bailey Park. My father and I built it right here.
Well, as you can see, George, this is just an old cemetery.
Cemetery? Where are the houses and the people?
They're here, George. They're all here.
What?
Among these tombstones, Martini's buried here, the little Blaine girl, and then your father, and right next to him...
Harry Bailey? Dead?
Your brother, he fell through the ice, drowned at the age of 9.
No, Harry got the Medal of Honor. Harry saved the lives of every troop on that transport.
Every man on that transport died, George.
How?
Well, you see, Harry wasn't there to save those men, because you weren't there to save Harry.
Me?
Strange, isn't it? Every man's life touches so many other lives. You know, George, you really did have a wonderful life.
Wonderful?
The kingdom of heaven, it's spread across the earth, but men don't see it. Don't you see, George? What a waste it would be to throw away your life.
Well, what about Mary? Please, tell me where she is.
You won't like it, George.
Well, what's become of her? Tell me, or do I have to choke it out of you?
Now, she never married. She's an old maid, and she works at the library, but she's closing up for the night. And George, there's got to be an easier way to get my wings.